if you get inside the door, you can change the system.
Let's go, Trey.
And that's what he's doing independently.
I'm never anti
He
taking jobs to
answering
make
to
changes.
nobody. He ain't
That's what
answering
we're
to
doing. We're
nobody.
getting inside the door.
That's what you. But that's how you always got to do it. I never understood beefing about the Oscars, the Grammys, this, that, and the third. If you're not willing to go inside and make changes,
what are you
then
doing?
you just standing outside the club yelling.
You don't qualify to say nothing.
You standing outside the club yelling at the DJ about the records he playing.
Yeah.
But you didn't want to pay the money to tip to go in there. You didn't want to get dressed to go in.
You
So
don't
what
qualify
are we talking
nothing.
about?
Right.
My man is talking to me, yo, you should join the Grammy committee. I was like, okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
My homegirl overheard and was like, what the fuck the Grammys, blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
But when you're in the committee, you got the chance to make a change.
First of all, you have to understand that the committee that did all the bullshit to rap, those motherfuckers have been left. It's not the same. It's not the same staff. Those dudes is gone.
And it's a whole new world.
Every couple of years they switch out the people who join. It's those dudes, the dudes who shitted on Fresh Prince. You think they still sitting on the committee like,
right.
It ain't the same people. We have no interest in joining these organizations and getting and getting with the program to figure out how to make changes. The shit that generally directly affects us.
Yes, sir.
If it directly affects you and you've opted out of participating,
You don't qualify to say nothing.
including complaining.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Shut
about.
your whoa.
That's right.
Nobody asked you. Where was you when it was time to get the jump off, jumping off? You was quiet. It was fuck them. All right, well then shut the fuck up. Like,
Right.
While the rest of us go do this work, how about you just chill?
Sideline, yeah.
You're over here throwing rocks and
Right,
for
right.
what? Nigga, like we trying to work. I'm getting hit with those rocks. Shut up. Shut up. Just be quiet. Yo, the Grammys is for white people. That's because you black niggas won't join. You can get a Grammy. Like, what's the problem? All right, my man Torre, president. Questlove.
Your horny ass
Goddamn.
on, man.
Yeah.
Let's start sharing, nigga. Tell you that shit. Your man when he got a tan and all that, look at him, cheese and heavy. You going, yo, fuck all of that, man.
If you don't get on the field, you can't play ball.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you don't get on, if you don't get in the ring, then you can't say you don't qualify to have an
And there's
opinion.
qualifiers to getting in the ring. There's qualifiers to getting on the court.
Yeah.
I personally think there should be qualifiers to making music. I don't think everybody's qualified.
I agree.
I think a lot of you motherfuckers just want to be famous.
Meanwhile, I will tell you this. I think it was I think it's like a little scheme.
As far as
They
what?
wanna put certain lyrics into the minds of our youth.
Oh, that's not a scheme. That's an out and out plan.
Yeah.
You're 100% right. That's an out and out plan.
So back to what you're saying.
Aaron.
That's not they wanna brainwash.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's blatant at this point.
It's obvious.
Think of
Stevie
but
Wonder could see it.
the worst part is it's super easy to do because all you have to do is play into human nature. I give you an example. Two people hugging on the street, nobody stops.
No one stops.
Two people fighting on the street, everybody stops.
With they phone out and all that, recording.
Record it to watch it later, show it to their homeboys. If me standing outside with a former heavyweight champion, dapping him up, showing him, yo, thank you so much. Nobody records it.
But Mike Tyson and Shannon Briggs playing like they
Fake fighting. The whole world wants to see it.
Right? You feel what I'm saying?
Everybody like, yo. Because it looked like some negative shit.
Yeah, but it's all love.
Human nature in itself is destructive.
But natural, but you know what? But and the thing you said human nature. That's natural. These are natural reactions. Naturally, sex and violence are the biggest two sellers.
But it's the habitat.
Everything else, everything else. Listen, I think as people, we take this shit too serious, man.
What it takes is discipline.
Yeah, she out there.
That's why discipline becomes a different thing. You dig what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Your natural instinct versus what you've disciplined yourself to do.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Your natural instinct could be to roll over and go to sleep.
Yes, sir.
Discipline says get up at 4 in the morning, go jog.
That's right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Your natural instinct says booty shaking music, sexy red, blah blah blah, like all that. It's not that crazy. Oh fuck it, it's just fun. Well, your discipline says
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Time and
Don't
place.
give an attention.
maybe this ain't it.
Right.
You know,
Right.
maybe
Right.
I have a lot of people.
Yo, is this straight, champ? Is you sure? Is this straight?
So many people get upset about.
You gotta give it up to the cameraman, man. Give it up to the cameraman. He the one that got edited out. Y'all niggas using the bathroom with the microphones on.
We could do this all day, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it. I be knowing.
Just to piggyback your point, when it comes to lyrics and music, especially rap, it's not a sneak plan. It's not a conspiracy. It's an actual thing.
I don't listen to it at all.
And it's taken up.
I can't name 10 rappers.
It's been taken advantage of from so many different angles.
Indeed.
Because everybody gets a part of it.
Obviously, you got Kendrick, you got Cole, you got Drake, you got Lil Baby, you got Dub Baby. Hold on. You got
Future.
You got Dirk.
You
got Future.
G Herbo.
But that's a generation
You got
before.
Herbo.
That's Q.
Future generation before. Herbo generation before. Don Q generation before.
But a lot of these dudes don't want to be good. They want to be famous.
That's all it is.
So it's a huge difference,
That's
bro.
why
That's why boxing, sports in general,
Yes, sir.
is one of the purest forms because you can't
fake
not be good.
Right,
Yes, sir.
right.
You have to have some kind. Being famous is one thing, but somebody's gonna knock your famous head off.
Exactly.
You have to know what you're doing at a certain music. Oh, that shit is subjective.
Yeah.
That's just your opinion. Yo, this is trash. That's just your opinion. You just want the standard to be too high. That's a problem.
That's a problem because I want greatness.
That's a problem. Apparently, that's a problem.
Right.
Yo, this
what are
nigga
we
right
doing?
here is the nicest nigga out.
we
He better than
selling for
Smooth.
normalcy.
I mean, he ain't that nice, but I'm saying, what the fuck are we doing then?
Dude, the raps are like
right.
nursery rhymes these days.
And they don't care.
Like Cat in the Hat. We selling for normalcy. And they're selling to our youth.
We have a generation that is allergic to thinking.
They rather sand
And
paper
the ones
lions
that's
ass than
thinking, they being told how to think. Because, you know, a lot of colleges and all that, you know, they pushing the new future leaders and shit.
They don't want nothing to do with sense.
Certain people agendas, you know, can cause a lot of harm in these neighborhoods. And, you know,
I think the biggest issue is the voices. There's not enough voices. There's a big disconnect between the younger generation and the older generation. There's not a lot of trust.
That's
like
intentional.
You said, you came up during a time where you saw your mother fall victim of drugs. A lot of these kids, they saw the same thing. They lost trust in the adults. They didn't have other adults to step in. So it's just them cooking up their own shit. And I feel like the knowledge that we have, they should have ahead of time. Just so they got to jump on the game. Yeah. But this disconnect is crazy. We
It's
need to find a way
intentional.
to.
It's being intentionally done. It's not a mistake.
of course.
It's not an accident.
Absolutely. And pardon the cut your wisdom. But the ones that think like we think, right? You live it, see it, recognize it, pinpoint it, absolutely. We pass it back, but we fighting against a bigger machine. Like the machine is huge.
So we lose the marketing.
You know what I mean? The machine is huge.
We lose the marketing war.
Yeah.
Bro,
Look,
one of the nicest pins in Brooklyn. Heavyweight champion in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, huge borough, right? This man is accessible. Walked all through the independent scene back in the 90s, saw the major labels from the inside out back in the 90s up to like now. Same thing when it comes to boxing. Knows the world, knows the cut man, knows this, knows all the politics.
Yes, sir.
Wealth of information. If I want to fight professionally or I want to be an artist, professional, wealth of information
the library is right
to
here.
help me get past the little stumbling blocks that are everywhere. Imagine how much smoother the road goes when you can avoid the potholes. That's these two dudes right here. Now, if I spread the narrative, if the narrative is out that anybody over 35 is washed, they're corny, they're irrelevant, they struggling, they broke, they this, they that.
That's the narrative.
I spread that narrative everywhere. So if you get caught standing next to somebody over 35, what you doing with that corn? What you doing with that? That nigga washed, he broke, he can't help you. What the fuck he gonna help you? Be broke?
Knowledge.
He's the walking dictionary.
All the music that comes out further pushes that point. If you this age, you wash. You irrelevant. I ain't battling you. You irrelevant. No, you're not battling me because I'd wash the floor with you. You know it and I know it. Your label knows it. But the way to get out of it is calling me irrelevant. We spread that narrative. We cut ourselves off from the information that could get you further.
That's a fact.
And I have to tell you, we're the only genre that does that.
The only genre.
It's just us. Pop don't do that. Rock definitely don't do that.
Right.
Rock is being run by dudes who are around half butt ass naked in the fields at fucking what's the big concert upstate?
I have no idea.
Woodstock.
Woodstock.
Indeed.
The motherfuckers who were hippies at Woodstock run these companies, run these, like, trust me, they do the journalism. I've had these arguments with these dudes. They look me right in the face and said, yo, rap? I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing. You let the inmates run the asylum.
It go like
You put
this.
your best out to pasture. Your OGs, the dudes who know it, you tell them to shut the fuck up. Like, we don't do that shit here. 3 fucking generations all in the same show. Granddad, dad, and the son, all at a rock show. They know the name of the drummer, first and last name. The guitarist, first and last name. First and last name.
Indeed.
For the whole band. And the band came out before the son was born. And now they all sitting here
I done
watching.
witnessed that shit.
But then that goes back to the family structure.
Facts.
It
Facts.
go like
That's really the issue.
Yeah,
Family
yeah.
structure.
Right.
Yeah.
There is a, like, rest in peace to my Uncle Paul. He passed away last week.
Rest in
Rest
peace.
in peace.
Uncle.
Rest in peace.
Let's go trap.
The ill shit is he went out to Texas because we think that, my grandmother is approaching that time.
Yes, sir.
So I made it a point to sit down with her while she's still here and ask about her mother, her grandmother, how they grew up, where they came from, what they were like, what their talents was, everything, so that I can have that knowledge and I could tell my son, your great-great-great-great-grandfather was this.
Right.
You ain't know your great-great-great-grandmother really came from over here. And it gives a sense of identity that kids don't have.
Same thing with the boxing thing. Yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to give them identity.
When I didn't have that connection, it was whatever people told me I was. You know what I mean?
Right.
I couldn't tell you, I got the blood of presidents. I got the blood of kings. I got the blood of royalty.
Right.
English royalty runs in my blood. Scottish royalty, African royalty runs in my blood. I can say that. I can claim that. I can say I can aspire to be this great because I know I come from that.
Right.
There's a lot of kids in the street that don't know what they come from.
Indeed.
I always said I'm able to do everything that I'm doing and be who I am because I had a father, and my father was 88 years old. My father born in South Carolina in 1935. You understand what I'm saying? I'm 43. So when my dad was like 45, 46, that's when I was born. And my pops raised me. My pops had me in the best up boxing gym, George Washington, Harry, Blimp. Those were my trainers. You understand what I'm saying?
I want to take this second and welcome my man Eric Kelly to the show.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.